Okay.
Oh, this is so nice to have you online, Brenda. Have you been
Thank
keeping
you.
well?
Yes, very well. Very, very well. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. That's so good. Hi, Israel.
Hi,
Israel,
Maren.
please can you just put your photo on? Just put your camera on.
Okay, great.
Don't worry what you look
Lovely.
like. None of us,
Okay.
we're at the end of our day, so we're not particularly care what we look like as long as we can see each other. I'm so glad you're on the call after your email this morning.
Okay, yes, me too. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a bit desperate here, but I'm excited.
Good. That's awesome. Have either of you ladies got any questions? Brenda, you said you've got some questions or you are interested in system. Have you got
I'm really interested in.
any specific questions?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so what would you like to know about it?
What I'd like to know about it is where to start. I know that you are transitioning over from Kajabi, and from the time that my laptop was reformatted, I haven't been able to load Kajabi an app and get back, even though you said to me, I know I was in touch with Stephen as well, and even though you had said, go back to the original email that you registered with.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow me to. The way I can go onto Kajabi, besides my phone, is by going into the marenbarnard.com.
Yeah,
and only able to view the lessons on my laptop, which I far obviously would prefer if it was on my phone. But besides all of that, I'm really, really keen to get going with the system now that you've found something, that'll be affordable and hopefully user-friendly.
Yeah.
Good morning, Israel.
No, I will. I must say I'm very, very excited about system. I always said that Kajabi, there is absolutely nothing wrong with Kajabi. I love Kajabi. I've been using it for 6 years, and but the reality was that it didn't integrate. The payment systems didn't integrate with South Africa. So we always had to do a bit of a patch job to make it happen, to make it work. And now that System.io is not a new software, but earlier this year, Stripe, which is the payment system that most people use international and that pretty much connects with any software, Stripe bought out Paystack. And Paystack is actually a Nigerian payment gateway, like PayFast and all these. So it was created in Nigeria, and they're fantastic. These guys are absolutely amazing. I've had some issues with certain things, and they're on the ball. They get back to you so quickly. And now Stripe bought out Paystack earlier this year. And when they did that, then System, because you could use Stripe with System, now you can use Paystack with System. And Paystack works throughout Africa. So Stripe doesn't work anywhere in Africa. It doesn't work in Africa at all. And it doesn't actually work in most third world countries. And and Paystack does. And it is just fantastic because now for the first time, there is a software, all-in-one software available for all Africans with a payment gateway that will make it work. So I'm very excited about it. So the advantages, obviously, for me, there's there's some huge advantages to System.io as opposed to Kajabi. Needless to say, the most important one is cost. It's a fraction of the cost of Kajabi. And if I say a fraction, I really mean it. Like you can start, first of all, the first plan that you're on is a free plan. So with most of the softwares, they only give you like a 14-day or a 30-day trial, where System actually gives you a free plan. You can have a free plan for life. And what I love about that is, like with all the others, when you only have a trial, that 14 days, 30 days go by so quickly, and you're still trying to set up a website, or you're still trying to create a funnel or whatever it is. And you haven't even finished yet, you haven't even tested it, and your trial's finished, and now you have to start paying. Where now with this free plan, you can actually go, you can set up your whole website, you can set up your funnel, you can set up your course, you can create physical products. That's another thing. You can sell physical products on it. You can actually go in and you can set everything up. And then when you find that, okay, I need more now, I need more functionality, then you can upgrade to the first pay plan. But the first pay plan is $197 for the year, where Kajabi is like $150 a month. So it's a massive difference. With System, their biggest plan, so I think Kajabi's biggest plan, I speak under correction, but it's over $200 a month. And System's biggest plan, which is unlimited everything. So Kajabi still has restrictions on, even on their biggest plan, they still have restrictions. You can only have like, I think 20 courses, 3 websites, whatever. They still have restrictions on their biggest plan. With System's biggest plan, you can have unlimited of everything. So you can create as many courses, funnels, tags, everything as you like. And it's only $99 a month. So massive, massive difference when it comes to cost. The other thing I think personally, that's the functionality, like to understand, especially if you're not technical. And I mean, I understand how it all works, but Stephen always says, how the hell do you know that this needs to come after that? And how do you connect this with that? And I said, I don't know, just because I've been doing it for so long, you just know. Where with System, they actually set it up in such a more systematic and user-friendly way, so that they actually ask you, if you want to create a funnel, it says, do you want to create a lead generation funnel or do you want to create a sales funnel? So if you say, okay, I want to create a sales funnel, you click on it, and then it automatically throws out a sales page, an order page, a checkout page, and a thank you page. Like, it's already set up there. Then you can just choose the templates, and they've already done all the flow for you, so that you don't have to think about, okay, well, what do I need to do? So as far as user friendliness is concerned, it's very, very easy. And then the other big thing that I really like is the fact that it's actually, people can sell physical products as well. I haven't gone in it as much, obviously, because I only sell digital products, but there's a lot of my girls, my students who, they have got courses or whatever, but they're also selling physical products, actual books or whatever it might be. And this is great because now they can do both, the combination of physical products as well as digital products. So I'm very excited about that as well, because now it's a software, and Kajabi couldn't do that. With Kajabi, you can sell physical products. And like I said, it integrates with Paystack, which is amazing. So yeah, you can get paid in South Africa, and you can charge international US dollars. I think there's a way that you can get around it. They actually tell you how you can set it up if you wanted to charge US dollars. But I mean, like I always just say, just start off charging rands. If you, for 99.999% of people, their customers are in South Africa. So the easiest way to get started is just to start with the rands and then go from there. Any questions?
That's good for me. Thank you, Maren.
So I was just going to say, step 1 is use Maren's affiliate link to sign up with System. So they pay us a small fee if you use our link. But the advantage is for you is you get all the training videos.
Thank you, Stephen.
Yes, I'm in the process of recreating the Tech Vault for all my programs, because with everything I've always created, a free version, like very basic for anyone that doesn't have money, and then like a beginner's like version, where we used MailChimp, etc., things like that, where you had to pay a little bit, and then obviously Kajabi. So there was always training videos for 3 different depending on your financial situation. Where now, we don't need any of that. I'm going to be doing all the training on system because they've got a free plan. So all the stuff that I was like, you know, ways that I put together, how you can actually sell things for free. And again, it was all clunky and it, you know, it didn't all work that well, but it was an option for people who didn't have money and wanted to get started. Now you can do it and you can use system, and it's all professional and it works and it links beautifully. And yeah, so I'm very excited about that. So I'm in the process. I mean, it's a huge job, obviously, for me to just go through all the trainings of all my programs and do it. But we're slowly starting to create a system tech vault where we'll just have videos showing you exactly step by step by step. And I've asked the students to, if they get stuck with things, they must ask me, like, oh, I don't know how to do this, or I don't know what's going on here. And the reason I'm doing that is because that gives me content to make more videos on, so that I can explain it better. And because if one person's struggling with it, 99% of the time, there's someone else that's got the same issue. So, but yeah, no, it's very exciting. So like Stephen said about the affiliate link, so what I'll do is I will just post it in the Facebook group now. I have posted it before, but I'll just post it in there. Just make sure that you click my affiliate link in order to, when you register for your free account, because that's how you will get access to the training videos eventually. All right. Okay. Ezra, where are you at? What are you doing? And what is holding you back? Let me put it that way.
I need to get on track again. My husband is working in Nigeria, so when he's gone, I'm a single parent and I need to run a building project when he's away. And yes, that gets me stuck in that. And now that I've done with everything, I need to get on track. I don't even know where to start. This is the one thing. And the other thing that I realized yesterday, my temperament, when I'm working through the videos, everything is important to me. So I'm writing everything down, and I just doesn't wat die woord ek vorder net nie.
Okay.
So ek het besef, I realized this is my problem, where my husband would listen to the videos, the one after another, and it's just info. But for me, I took every video and write everything down. And so I'm too, I don't know.
Perfectionistic.
Yes, this is my problem. And this is the reason I'm stuck here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ezra, I'm going to tell you something. I would recommend, especially with SOS, like I said to you in my email that I replied to you, get through SOS, through the SOS training, so that you can at least just see what that is all about. Okay. Where there's important things, there is always a workbook or a planner to download.
Okay.
That's what I want you to. So as you go through, especially I think it's module 4, just, I mean, it's called Business Foundations. I might speak under correction, but I think it's module 4 in SOS. There's the ideal customer worksheet planner and your niche statement. Those are important. I would highly recommend that you download those, because
okay, I think I've already printed that. And yeah.
To the digital product. Even if you, sorry, that was me trying to, I'm just trying to see quickly which module it is, but I'm almost certain it's that one. But just download as you go through the trainings. I definitely watch it, and then if it says download something in the download section, go and download that, because you can always refer back to that at any time then. And then I really want you to get started, because you said you are you with the Montessori school or not?
No. I'm selling relational tools that I develop. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sorry. I get so many different ladies emailing me, and then I've got to remember who does what. Oh, yes. Okay. So the relationship tools. Yes. So have you decided what you want to do in terms of that? I saw on your website that you've got the actual cards. So, and I'm assuming that's a physical thing that you post off to people.
Yes. So this is something that I only can sell in in the country. But yeah, it's something that I can also sell digital outside the country. So
Okay.
yes.
And are you planning on doing any courses or workshops or anything like that as well?
Yes, what I think I can do is starting wat is werkswinkels,
Yeah, workshops, yeah.
workshops, and yes, just helping people how to use the tool, and then
Okay.
maybe sell the tools out of that. Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so then that's something you will see when you go into the lab, into that training, you'll see there's different sections. You can either, if you're into course creation, there's for course creation. Otherwise, there is how to create a workshop in 14 days, if that's what you want to do. And then it's also for digital products like ebooks. So there's also a training on how to create ebooks. But if you want to focus on that, but again, so you won't lose access to the actual training for the lab. So just remember that you can go back anytime to that. I would still recommend to start with the Kickstart Your Course Creation bit, which is under the Digital Product Lab, and go through at least module 1, go through all that training, because a lot of the training that's in module 1 is similar training as to what's in SOS. The important stuff that you need, knowing your ideal customer, understanding your niche, all to get your messaging right, because that stuff is very important when it starts coming to the marketing. Everyone just wants to create all the stuff and then they forget about that, but you've actually got to sell it. And that's the stuff that's important when you're actually trying to sell it, is your niche, your ideal customer, your messaging, that type of stuff. So that's what I would recommend. But I sent you the link to log on. So just go in there. And like I said, try and get through SOS in the next week or so. Seriously, if you don't sit, you should be able to go through, you can watch all the videos within a couple of hours. Just commit to an evening and go and sit down and just watch it. And then you can always go back to it later. And then you've got, because you're going to have access to the lab forever. So you don't have to worry that you're going to lose access there.
Okay. Thank you so much. And then if
you've got any questions, just pop them into the Facebook group. And yeah, just ask me any questions that you've got there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Okay, awesome. Hello, Liesel. She's disappeared.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah. Can you put your camera on, please?
I can.
How is everything going with you?
Actually, very well. I jumped back to just going back to my website. But of course, all of the ICA worked really well to make sure I've got the right content for my website. So I'm actually working on different modules at the same time. I'm planning to launch to launch everything in November. That was my initial thought, but then because it's something that people might want to do beginning of the year, I thought maybe January, end of January, when people make big decisions and want to make changes is probably a better time. But yeah, nothing stops me from doing it in November and then just creating a lot of exposure again in January. So yeah, moving forward every single day. I mean, like, it's quite challenging with a full-time job and running a household and other businesses as well. But yeah, getting there.
Okay, so I want to encourage you to launch in November, because this is what it's such a common thing, because you think, oh, you launch in November and you've committed to that, and then you're kind of almost looking for an excuse not to do it in November. Even if it's not the right time of the year or whatever, going through the process is going to be so useful to you. And I think you should just go launch no matter what, even if you get one person. I don't know how you're going to launch it through a webinar or a workshop or however, but even if you just get a handful of people on it, it's actually going through the process of doing it, seeing what worked, what you need to, change a little bit or whatever the case may be, so that you've gone through it at least once before you then do a big launch in January. So I would definitely do it in November, because then you can iron out any little hiccups that you've got or things that you noticed that maybe didn't work as well or whatever. We try to get everything right the first time, but I promise you, just from experience, I'm always busy refining, doing things better, changing things up every time that I do another workshop. So I definitely recommend that you launch as quickly as possible so that you can just refine it even better.
That's the beauty about digital. You can change it anytime.
Exactly, exactly. And no one knows. This is the other thing, everyone is so worried that, oh, what if I don't do it right? Just remember that no one knows what it's supposed to be. And then when you put it out there, they don't know, but they don't know what to expect. And then you can just get better from that. But if we don't do it, it's like riding a bike. If we don't get on that bike and we ride it, then we can't get better at it and we can't improve on it. So, and I think a lot of the time everyone holds back and they stop and they don't want to do it because they're scared of they're making a mistake, or what if it's not right, or what if people don't like it. The only way you can get better is doing it. So I can tell you now, we've had many workshops where no one pitched up, where we were the only two. You just learn. You learn from those experiences. So don't feel you have to be a rock star from the get-go. Life just doesn't, unless you, sorry, unless you have a massive following and you're already very well known and you're now coming in and you're launching stuff, that's a different story. But for most of us, no one knows who we are. No one knows about our business. And, we've got to start from scratch. So just be realistic on your expectations and just go for it. Like, don't worry if you've only got a handful of people the first time. I had 6 people join me my first time. And
that sounds like a lot.
I know, Brenda, you were in my second lot. Yeah, you were part of my second lot. Yeah. No,
Yeah, no, I just, I'm a good friend of Stefanie. I've known her for more than 30 years. And I just keep seeing her business grow and grow and grow, and her digital products and on becoming better, and her bigger following. So yes, there's definitely consistency. Just do it every single day.
But this is actually, we were talking about Stefanie the other day. Do you want to talk about it? Yeah, she's got 25,000 people in her Facebook group now. She posted today. I'm so excited for her. I mean, I can remember when I told her, I think she was already going for like a year. And I said, Stefanie, you need to start a Facebook group. And she says, no, don't want a Facebook group. And I said, come on, you've got to start this Facebook group. So, I mean, I love it. I love that she's doing, but what I want people to understand though, is everyone now just sees her now. Stefanie's been going for 3-4 years now with okay, and she has not just relied on the online world. Okay, so her business allows her, she actually craves the interaction with people. She loves the face-to-face stuff. She was prepared to go everywhere and do things for free. Okay, she was speaking at schools, at churches. She would drive to Cape Town and would let all the little towns know that she's coming. And if anyone wanted to book her in, that they could organize a small group of people together, and she would do it. And that's the type of stuff in the background that a lot of people don't realize. She has done the hard yards. She has, sy het gewoeker. Dis 'n goeie woord, sy het gewoeker. She's really been putting in the work, and now she's made a name for herself. She's built that name up for herself, and now her business is flourishing. So it's just a question, if you've just got to understand that it's not going to happen overnight, but if you stay consistent and you keep going and keep going. She almost wanted to quit about 18 months in. She came to me and she says, no, she's gone. Someone offered her a real estate job there in Mossel Bay, and she said to me, oh no, she says, I'm going to sell this whole new development that's going up in Mossel Bay. I've decided I'm just going to do that. And I was like, no, like I couldn't believe it. And then, yeah, I think her whole purpose, about 2 months later, she came to me. I said, what's happening with your real estate? she said, I've just realized that's not who I am. It's not what I want to do. God's put this on my heart and this is what I need to do. And I just need to keep going. And just look, I mean, so you've just got to, yeah, stay strong and just keep going because it's not easy. I mean, ask Stephen, there's a lot of days that I say, Stephen, why am I doing this? I don't know why I'm doing this. So it's for all of us, you know, we all have struggles and for all of us, there's challenges and things. So I just want you to know that it's business is not a straight line.
No, I'm very aware of that. Yeah. And for everybody else on this call, there's this amazing book by Elizabeth Gilbert called Big Magic. You have to read it. It's about ideas that get planted in us. And if we don't take the idea and do something with it, the idea moves on to somebody else and they do it. So it's an incredible book. It almost creates that a little bit, oh my goodness, I've got to do it now. Otherwise somebody else is going to grab the idea and do it.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Stephen, did you write that down? Big Magic. We'll have to get that.
Yeah, Elizabeth Gilbert. Yeah, she's there's you can actually just Google it or go to it on YouTube. She reads a summary, and just by listening to the summary, it's about, you know, the universe plants ideas move around, and then they find a body and a mind and a heart. And then and it stays there for a little while. And if fear overwhelms you, then it just moves on to the next person. So you've got to take that idea and just go for it. Otherwise, somebody else is going to do it.
Do you want to tell them what's like how often people say they're more qualified? No, you go. I've spoken enough tonight.
What do I need to say?
No, you know how people qualified. You just need to go.
No, quite often you look at other people and you think, how the hell do they get where they get to? Might have old school friends, colleagues, neighbors, or whatever. And the only difference is stepping into that fear. And over the weekend, I was speaking to a good friend of mine, and he's always been an employee. And he just says, geez, you know, where have I got wrong? So I said, well, the difference is some of our other common friends have taken that step you were always too frightened to take. That's the only difference. I said, you're smarter than them, more intelligent, work harder, everything except one thing. That to-do factor, you know, that mindset factor that's held you back, it hasn't held these other people back. You know, they believe that they could achieve more and do better things, and they've gone and done those things, whereas you've just settled for what was comfortable for you. And quite often that's all it is, you know, my MC, my best man at my wedding, he lived with us in the UK, and we lived in a suburb called St. John's Wood. Right, we did live above the train line, but we were still in St. John's Wood, which was a very expensive part of London, but on the very edge. 1 meter that road, we'd be on the shitty side. But anyway, we were on this side. And so all the rich people lived. And in the high street, every Sunday, the chauffeurs used to come in with the Rolls Royces and dropped off the bosses and the madams and the lords and the ladies. And my best man, every Sunday without fail, he'd put on his tweed coat, tweed cap, take his newspaper, and he'd go and sit and he'd mingle with these people for hours on end, just go and drink one cappuccino because he couldn't afford any more. And I used to ask him week after week, why are you doing this? Why do you do it? And he said, the more I assimilate with these people, the more I integrate with these people, the more I'm going to become one of them. I used to shake my head, and very, very poor background from Zim. And 15, 20 years later, he's done extremely well for himself, like outrageously well. Far where he's got in life is not in proportion to where he should be in life. But at the age of 22, 23 after university, he lived into that vision with all these people. It was crazy. Osmar couldn't afford the cappuccino, but he made sure he had enough money every Sunday for that cappuccino, and he just did it. So
he bought his tweed jacket from the op shop in London, and we still said, oh my word, Alec.
£1.
For £1. But he made sure that he was there drinking that coffee. And I mean, today he's just so ultra successful. So it really is that belief in yourself that you can do it and that you're worthy of it. And then you can achieve anything. Just got to stick to it. All right, ladies, any other questions?
No, thank you.
Sorry,
No
Martin, what
questions.
happens? So
Everyone happy?
our course now.
Oh, hang on, Lisa, I can't hear you. Oh, hang on.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I turned my volume down when Stephen was talking. That's why I was wondering why I couldn't hear you. Carry on.
Okay, all right. So what happens now at the end of August? So do we still stay on the Facebook group and we can still I did see the email to join the alumni group.
Yeah. So that's basically what happens. So at the end of
What
August,
happens after? So
yeah, so at the end of August, you will lose access. So those ladies that join in April will lose access to the Facebook group as well as these coaching calls. But if you want to continue, that's when you can just join the alumni membership. And then you'll continue to have access to the Facebook group, to ask us questions, and also to all the calls. And it's a monthly payment, and you can cancel it at any time. Like you're not locked into anything with that.
awesome, thanks.
All right, all good. Any other questions, ladies? Well, we hope you have a lovely, lovely day, and we're just about to head on and have some dinner and then go to bed. We enjoying our time here with our kids. So, but yeah, in 2 weeks' time we will still be here, but then yeah, our next call after that we'll be back home again. So, if you've got any questions, let us know. We are delayed slightly by getting back to you guys just because of the time difference, but we will get back to you just within 12 to 24 hours if you've got any questions. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Bye.
All right, ladies. Bye. Have a good
Thank you.
day.
You too. Bye.